Hey guys, Danye here. I wanted to just reach back out and add a little bit more to my transformation story that I put out about a week and a half ago. And first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody who watched that and was able to resonate with it and just gave me some positive feedback. I know that a lot of you have also had big injuries and big setbacks in your life that you were able to relate to with this. So I certainly hope that helps you guys. It definitely took a weight off my chest to finally be able to talk about it. So I'm glad that I had some good feedback from that. And I just appreciate all the likes and the comments and the messages and whatnot. But I also recognize that that covered a very long period of time. It kind of went from 2011 to 2017. And of course, there's a lot of stuff that can happen in between there. So I wanted to talk about something specifically that was between the 2015 and 2017 time frame that really was my aha moment in the fitness industry, and that really changed my mindset on everything. And this part of the story starts in 2015, spring of 2015. I was really just struggling kind of internally with not getting anywhere with just my current state of life. I was just kind of like going through the gym, going through the motions. I wasn't really pushing myself in my job or my personal life, and I just felt like I was in a lull and I needed a new goal. And that happens to a lot of us. We go through ups and downs in life and we get stuck and we're like, you know what? I just need something else, maybe something external to push me a little bit. So one weekend, I was fed up with it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hire myself a personal trainer and I'm gonna do a bodybuilding show. And I had done very little research in the bodybuilding world. I knew of Dana Lynn Bailey and was like, I can do that. I'm just gonna do that. Little did I know there were different categories and you could choose what you wanted to do and you can train in different ways to get in these different shapes. Had no idea, but it didn't matter. I just needed a goal, I needed a change, I need somebody else to tell me what to do, right? So I hired this personal trainer, as an in-person trainer. I know I mentioned an online coach in the last video, so we'll get there. So I hired an in-person trainer. We trained together for a total of about 9 months. I was on a clean eating meal plan, so I was eating about 6 meals a day, went through a little bit of a bulking period for about 4 or 5 months, and then went into a cutting phase. Let me tell you, those first like 5-6 months, I was a happy camper. I was just totally changing my body composition, like everything that you think of when you're like, I need to get healthy again. Like I need to get fit. Like I know I'm good at working out, but my nutrition's not on point. I need to make a change. These are all these changes and things that that's what you think of when you want to make a huge change in your life. I was leaning out. I was putting on size with muscle mass. I looked great. I felt great. My energy was coming back up. Things were good. But then I got to that 6-7 month range and we started doing a cut, and she started putting fish into my diet, and that's about where I started to kind of mentally break down. I don't like seafood. Don't judge me. I am from Louisiana mostly, but I just never liked seafood. I just never clicked with it. So to have a clean eating meal plan that had tilapia and asparagus on my meals 2 to 3 times a day, and then lean chicken with no seasoning, or lean ground beef or lean ground turkey, just that monotonous consistency was tearing me down. I was hangry. I was a hangry lady. I'm not going to say other words, but I was a hangry lady. And it's bad. It's so bad when the people that you care about, like your loved ones, like your good friends and family, when they don't want to be around you. When your coworkers don't want to be around you, when you're just rude for no reason around the office. More often than you're just monthly PMSing. It's not fun. It's not fun for anybody. I wasn't getting work done right. I was just angry all the time. My boyfriend, now fiance, he gave me a 30-minute window on either side of my meals every day because he knew that he just couldn't be around me and that I didn't want to be around anybody. I was a miserable human being. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And if you are in this situation currently, you know what I mean. If you enjoy having flexibility in your life and eating different things every day, then you know that this is really frustrating, not just for yourself, but for everybody else, because you just feel so restricted. You have this lack of control for your life, and that is so difficult to deal with. Anyway, so go through this cutting phase. I end up doing very well in my shows, but you know what? Towards the end of my season, which ended in like late October, early November of 2015, my cheat meals, which were supposed to be once a week, were turning into cheat hours, which were turning into cheat days, and it was just, you know, the snowball effect. It was not good. I was not following my plan, and then I would binge on things I watched on YouTube, and I was like, oh, well, it works for other people. Why can't it work for me? Well, I know now that it didn't work for me because that wasn't part of my set plan, and I deviated from my plan. The problem was is I didn't have a plan that was sustainable for me. So after that third show, I was just done. I was over it. I wasn't going to do it anymore. I hated bodybuilding. Like, forget the great look and the lean physique. Like, mentally, I was not functioning like a human being. So I took some time off. I ended up doing a lot of research on my own. Just a lot of watching YouTube, a lot of listening to podcasts. I mean, day in and day out, if I was not at work, I was in the gym and listening or watching to learn more. I started to work on my personal trainer certification. I was grasping for knowledge, trying to figure out how these other people did it. How are they able to eat what they want and put on lean muscle or lean out the way that I wanted to do. And it's not that I wanted to be them or their shape, it's that I wanted to use their process that was enjoyable. I wanted to take what was originally my hobby and enjoy it. I wanted to enjoy my hobby again. I love food. Who's with me? Who loves food? I'm a pizza girl. I love my carbs. I want ice cream all the time. I have these cravings, and I had not satisfied those cravings, and obviously there was a proper way to do that. And I was just grasping at anything I could, any of this information that I could. And so I did that for several months. And fast forward to, I think it was March of 2016, I saw a video that changed my mindset, changed my life. Like, this was my aha moment. That was it. And it was a video of an influencer, a female influencer in the bodybuilding community, doing an interview with her coach. And literally everything they said was just music to my ears. I mean, they talked about her week before her show and her show day, and just everything they said was everything that I was not allowed to do. It was everything that I was restricted from. She was drinking 1.5 gallons of water a day the week before her show. I was drinking like 3 ounces of water per meal the week before my show. She was not taking diuretics. I was taking diuretics. I mean, she was eating what fit within her macronutrient goals. I was eating tilapia. I hate tilapia. I've already said this. Let me emphasize it. I hate tilapia. It just does not work for me. It was a miserable experience, and I don't ever want to eat it again. And now, I know I don't have to, because they had a system that worked. And it was at that point when I heard all of these different things that she was doing that I wanted to do, that I went, I put my hands down. I told my fiance, I said, I gotta do this. Like, this is literally everything that I want. This is gonna make things exponentially better. I'm gonna get my life back. I'm gonna have control again. I can eat what I want. I can enjoy spending time with you. Heck, you'll enjoy spending time around me, which we know you haven't done. I mean, literally this I knew. I just knew it was going to change my life and the lives of people around me. And there's nothing that can top that. So I immediately contacted the coach, probably via email, that he got back to me. We had an hour-long conversation like the next day, and then we started our plan. And the plan doesn't even matter. I mean, we reverse dieted for almost a year before we started cutting for my 2017 show phase. But the point was that he gave me back a balance in my life. This coach gave me back what I was just missing so dearly. And he gave me back just the mental clarity of knowing that I can control my life and I can enjoy all these foods that I previously enjoyed but was so restricted from. I don't have to wait for a cheat meal or a cheat day to go and have a slice of pizza. I can fit it into my macros. My macronutrient goals, as long as I eat within those numbers, life is going to be golden. And guess what? It was. And I was able to learn from that coach. And because it was so successful in my own personal life, I was able to apply that to family and friends' lives and change their lives. And I can't even tell you how much excitement it gives me to just change people's lives through this process, because it's not, you can't just transform through somebody throwing you a meal plan and somebody giving you a workout plan. You have to understand the process and why you're doing it and why you're eating the foods that you're eating and what's in the foods that you're eating. And you have to learn. It has to be a lifestyle. It has to be a learning experience. But when you understand these things, it makes it so much easier to go through the process. And it's a piece of cake for me now, but it was a lot of work at first, because people think that it's easy. It is not. It is hard to take the time to track all of your numbers and to track every little bit of food that you eat, but it gets easier with time because you make it consistent and you make it a habit. But I would not have known how to do that without this coach and without learning from somebody else who was already successful in it. Now I've become successful in it, and I just want to preach it from the rooftops, because I've had so much success, not just with myself, but with my family and my friends and my clients. And it is just, it's a lifesaver. It has given me my life back. My coworkers enjoy me again. My fiance and my parents enjoy me again. And I'm not so close-minded to think that there's these magical foods and there's only one way to do things, and you have to be eating your lean chicken and your lean ground beef, and you can't have this and you can't have that. The restrictions are gone. Yes, you have macronutrient budget or goals, but you can fit things in those. You can enjoy different portion sizes of things depending on the day and depending on what you want. You can change your plan for the day. It is not the end of the world if you go out to eat. You can enjoy the time with your family and your friends. And for me, that was more important than sticking to any clean eating, healthy meal plan. Forget it. Forget it. Like, I know, I have been through it, I have seen it, I know I can achieve my fitness goals while using this flexible approach. And that's what it's about for me. It's not about the end goal of looking like amazing on stage, which is great. That's just another point in my journey. The point is to enjoy the journey, and I finally found a way where I can enjoy the journey, and it gave me back this peace of mind, my life, it just gave me back the control. And that is like such a big factor in all this, is I got back my control. I was able to emotionally and mentally be a sane person again. And I know everybody around me appreciated that. And now I'm happy. Like, I'm truly happy. I can't even imagine trying something different, because every other type of diet you can do flexibly. So that is where I feel like I missed out in explaining to you guys the other day, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I certainly hope this resonated with some of you guys. I know I hear it time and time again that people don't want to be restricted, or they feel like they can't have, some of the goodies that somebody brings into work in the morning, and they feel like they can't go out to eat. They feel like they got to lock themselves in their room. I get it. I've been there. I didn't want to go out. I wanted to lock myself in my room. I didn't want to be around people because I didn't want to be tempted. That's where this changes things, is you learn to be able to incorporate those things, and then when you can have it, it's not a temptation anymore. And that's the beauty of it all. So all I'm going to ask of you guys today is, please share this video. Please share it with somebody who might be struggling in the same manner. They're struggling with food. They're struggling with their fitness journey because they feel in some way that they are being restricted and they don't have control over their own life. Please share this with them, because they need to know that there is another way. This isn't the only way to do it, but neither is a clean eating lifestyle where you've got 6 meals a day that you can't stick to. So if you're doing something that's not working for you, change it. Just change it. Try this. Give it a shot. I've not seen anybody not enjoy it. That is for sure. So thank you guys so much. I have rambled on long enough, but I did want to share that with you guys. It was just a huge part of my journey, and I know that it is going to make a huge impact on a lot of you. So I certainly hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you all in the next video. One last thing that I did want to share with you guys is I want you to be on the lookout for, I think it's the next two videos, because tomorrow On Thursday, it will be a workout video. So Friday, I'm going to be putting out an exciting announcement, something I've been really working to transform, and it will be available for a very limited number of people. So I'm excited to share with you guys what that is and a little bit about that and how you can become involved. So make sure if you are interested, you click the subscribe button so that you know when I post these videos, but look for it on Friday. Okay, bye.